You guys, okay, so not really feeling like going for my run today, if I'm being quite honest. I'm a little tired, been up since like 4:45 or 5 a.m. Been at it all day. Wonderful morning with the boys and work, an amazing day, but I'm just tired. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon almost. So I wanted to share what tips and tools I'll use on days like this when I don't feel like working out, when I don't have the energy. Oh, good, a red light. And how you may know this is happening, by the way, is because you start to procrastinate and you're like, could I maybe put in a load of laundry? I should probably just finish this one more email here, or check this email and respond to some things. I might need to do the dishes right now. If you find yourself like starting to find all these things to do that you could do on your to-do list, it's not the time thing. Like, you have the time literally. This is like in my calendar. This time is for my run. I definitely have the time. It's actually not like a late work day. Could I do laundry? Could I do more dishes and work? Absolutely. But that's procrastination. Okay. So if you find yourself there, then look at these 4 things to see what you can do to help get your workout in, even when you don't feel like it, okay? So here we go. The first one's gonna be a bit obvious, but I'm gonna say it because it's a tool, and that is to have some caffeine. And everybody's a little bit different. So, if you're like, well, I can't have caffeine. Okay, well, is that because you can't have like a full cup of coffee right now? Okay, I didn't say have a full cup of coffee. Have some caffeine, okay? And honestly, I will plan sometimes, because I don't generally like to have caffeine myself after like 4 or 5 o'clock. 3 o'clock, 4 would be like usually my cutoff if I'm gonna do in late afternoon, evening workout. And so that might mean I'll make a cup of coffee, but I have like a few sips of it, or I have like a 1/4 of a cup, right? You could have some matcha. Matcha has way less caffeine. People love that. My girl, Sam with Matcha Nude, highly recommend that brand as a very ethically and amazingly sourced, so high quality. You could have some sport tea. It's another one of my favorite little afternoon pick-me-ups. It's like got the equivalent of like green tea type caffeine levels. I'll have sometimes I'll open a Bang energy drink, but just drink like that much of it, just a little bit. And like I said, so I'll plan it a lot of the times where I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna run at 4:30, let me have some caffeine at like 3:34, so that I know that slump is coming. I know I'm gonna be a little low energy, or might start to kind of taper out, especially if it's not like a bright sunny day where I'm like, ooh, I want to get outside, right? So then I'll plan ahead and know I want to have caffeine an hour, 30 minutes to an hour before I'm going to go run or work out. So that's something you can plan ahead for too. But explore, try the different kinds of caffeine that, or caffeine equivalents, natural type caffeine equivalents that could work for you. Okay, so that's number 1, is having some caffeine. And number 2 is, how can you make your workout more fun, right? To look forward to it. Okay. So for me, I'm like, ooh, okay, I found a podcast that I want to listen to that I'm sure is at least 30 or 40 minutes. And from there, I know I can find some others. So I'm like, okay, I know I can find multiple podcast episodes that will keep me entertained for 5 miles, right? So I found some entertainment, something that I can enjoy. So I'm not trying to really enjoy the run today. I'm not like, oh, I can't wait to get out there. I feel so strong and so energized. I'm like, ugh, I'm gonna go run today, right? I have those days too, you guys. I'm 50-50, right? So in order to be ooh, all right, how can I make this run more fun? How can you make your workout more fun? So maybe it's a cool new playlist you haven't played, but some 90s hip hop, it's some 80s, it's some 80s rock, it's some I don't know, whatever you love, but find some music, a podcast, an audiobook, call a friend, message a friend real quick, see if they can join you. If you were going to do a solo workout at home or at the gym, maybe you need to take a class. Like, go find a class you can drop into or do a class at your gym, right? Like, find a way to make it more fun. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is even to modify the workout itself. So like, if it was raining right now, it's not. My fingers are crossed I don't get rained on, but if I did, I braided my hair, so I'll make it. But if it was raining right now, my modification, my plan, because I probably didn't want to run in the rain because I already wasn't feeling it, right, is I would have gone to the gym and done stairs. I love the stairs. You don't have to, but I love the stairs, or I love being on the spin bike for an indoor way to like cross train if I can't run, and that I like to do, right? So again, it kind of goes back to that second thing. I like to do it and I'm modifying it. I know this is going to sound crazy, but like being on the spin bike or stairs feels like so way easier to me than running when I don't feel like running. So that is what I would have done. I would have modified it. So how could you modify whatever your workout is? If you were going to do, you know, a 45-minute HIIT workout at home, maybe you just do the 20-minute one. If you really don't feel like lifting the weights today and that's what was on your schedule, like, okay, maybe you do a body weight workout, or maybe you do the yoga workout. If, you know, it is raining outside for you too, maybe you go inside and do whatever cardio you like, or take the class at the gym, right? Like, but find a way if you need to modify what you're going to do. If it's not 5 miles, maybe it's 2, right? I've had those days where work went late and instead of my 4 or 5, whatever mile run, I did 2. Well, it's something. You modify it so you still show up, right? Because when you still show up, you're still building that muscle here that you do what you say you're going to do, right? That you are building that muscle of the habit of like, all right, I'm still on Tuesday, I'm working out. Okay, fine. So it's not the full whatever workout you planned, but you still worked out, right? So modify it to something that does feel doable for that day. Okay. I had a 4th one, but now I'm not sure I can remember it. Modify the workout, find a way to make it more fun, add some caffeine to the mix. It's not coming to me. So if it does, I'll have to make an additional bonus little video recording, but this is good because I have to get my ass out here and run. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. Find ways to make the workouts work for you, okay? It does not have to be perfect. You're shooting for 80%. If you are hitting your goals at 80%, you are winning. That is going to give you results, okay? Stop trying to get the perfect 100%, always hitting your workouts every single day at the same time, the amount of time that you've done it, your food, all of that, right? Like, that's causing too many people to dive off the deep end and just not show up at all because it feels too hard, right? So you can still show up by using these tools. All right, we'll see you guys.